I'm so done fucking with the ops.
Who's the op?
You know who the ops are. Look at the ops. The ops wasn't working at all. Whoever we was using wasn't working. Look at what the fuck we had to do. We had to go back. It was just working today. You know what? It's okay. I got it. Episode 60 with Just Jer and the Lucky Lab, as usual.
Wait,
If you've
hold on,
seen
I'm about
this
to come.
intro more than once, I'm so sorry. But this shit is some bullshit.
It lets
All
you
of
go
this
back
shit
into
is some
like the
bullshit.
same one.
Listen, we're live on Facebook now.
Oh, okay, hold on. I just got finished making my sandwich.
Come on and make your sandwich. Come on.
I mean, I'm finished now.
And I can see the
I'm trying
entire
to.
chat. This is great. I can see all the chats.
Well, that's cool.
I
It's
know.
just gonna pick up where it left off, kind of, sort of.
Oh, absolutely not. Absolutely not, because that would be too good to be true.
So it is gonna be like two separate videos.
Man, it's gonna be a few videos. We're gonna have to do some damage control. Anyway,
No fucking damage control. They gonna watch all that shit, get all them views on all
they
of
not
it.
watching all that shit because I'm deleting all that shit. Anyway, here we
Yeah.
are.
So when I come back downstairs, like I said, you want to get right into that Grammy talk.
Lord,
Because
let
this
me
is a
pull it
hot
up.
topic right now.
Let me pull it up.
The people are going in on Twitter. Saw y'all
The
talking about it
weekend
on the
out here
Facebook.
cussing people out.
Man,
Y'all
Nicki
done fucked
Minaj
up.
out here dropping
When
facts
when
about how
when the
she didn't get
weekend have to
nominated for her album.
when the weekend has to speak up, y'all done fucked up. The weekend just spoke up, y'all.
Hey,
He's
y'all
sick of
been
y'all
hurting me. I
shit.
say
Yeah, I just put him up. Let me get my real computer going. I don't even know why I'm faking out here. Why am I faking out here? The weekend is cussing y'all niggas out because y'all done failed him again. And
How
yet
did
again.
we?
And y'all done fucked
How?
up again. So he just. Okay. So basically, one of the only nominations that he really has is that shit for what? 50 Shades of Grey?
The movie?
That Earned It song? Hold on.
Okay, that came out in 2019.
No. I'm just saying in general.
Oh, like ever been nominated for?
For the weekend. Yeah. For him to be talking. Oh no. Oh sir. Oh yeah, Earned It. Can't feel my face. Okay.
Oh, who? Pause. Beyonce got nominated 9 times. Congratulations for her. I didn't know that.
Well, of course.
But who is it?
Anytime Beyonce
Don't do
opens
that.
her mouth per year, she's gonna be nominated.
Don't
Like,
do that because we not gonna act like Beyonce. This is one thing I don't. Who the fuck said this? Because he's about to get unfriended. First off, you're not going to be my friend at my timeline, and you got negative things to say about Beyonce.
oh
That's
no.
not going to happen. Um,
Yeah.
but she's been snubbed as many times as she's won, and she's shit. Even Kanye has. Like this isn't
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Kanye definitely
like,
has.
but it's just
A
their
lot of
thing
people have.
for
Yeah.
them. Shit, Hove has,
Yep.
but they so great, and their careers have been so long they were able to get, Grammys, because I don't care what nobody say. It's a travesty that Mariah Carey don't got more. I mean, Grammys, Mariah Carey.
I agree. I can't believe she doesn't have at least one, like for something. It ain't got to be for best album because I can't really.
Ooh.
I like a few of her albums. I ain't gonna lie, but like, I don't know if they're. I don't know if they're Grammy.
Her album,
Yeah.
when she was coming out, when she came out, and she was, man, stop! Oh my God, I can't believe you. She was writing all her shit, all of it.
I mean, I don't know.
She's had 5. She's won 5.
Okay, I mean.
No. The 4 she's won for We Belong Together. She won 2 for We Belong Together.
So Mimi got a couple.
Anticipation of Mimi, New Artist in 1991, and Female Pop Vocal Performance for Vision of Love in 1991. She didn't even win no Grammys for Don't Forget About Us.
1991.
Yeah,
like Butterfly.
Honey?
Right.
Butterfly?
That whole Butterfly album, yeah.
Fantasy?
Breakdown.
Always Be My Baby. That song alone deserves all the Grammys. And she's been nominated 34 times in total. So this is what we're talking about when it comes to the Grammys before we get started, people. Like, it's mad, just it's messy and just awful.
Not awful.
No, Mom. It is, because they need to do a better job. And I saw that Tiana Taylor's post, like, y'all should have just named it Male R&B Album of the Year. Like, it was legit just 5 men nominated for R&B Album of the Year. And it was just, what? First off, women own R&B music.
Yeah.
So how do you have a category for R&B album and you don't have any women involved? Like, what R&B albums came out in 2019? When did Ari Lennox album?
Let me see, for R&B album, R&B
Ari
song.
Lennox
I'm just sitting here. I'm looking at this shit right now, and it just, I don't know. Okay.
Yeah, Shea Butter Baby came out in 2019.
Oh yeah.
That
that
album definitely deserves a nomination for R&B album.
I thought wouldn't that should have qualified.
Did they not submit it? It came out in May 31st of 2019.
What is melodic rap performance? Like, that's the most.
What?
And then this melodic rap. I see my dude Travis.
Who's nominated for it?
Best melodic rap performance: Rockstar by DaBaby and Roddy Ricch, Laugh Now, Cry Later with Drake and Lil Durk, Lockdown with Anderson .Paak, The Box, of course, because The Box was the biggest thing this year. I'm tired of y'all. The Box was the biggest thing this year.
That year.
And Highest in the Room by Travis Scott. And I didn't really care for Highest in the Room by Travis Scott.
You know what? It said performance, right?
Best melodic rap performance. That's what it says, yeah.
I went.
Best rap album.
I guess they just wanted to
make me mad. That's where y'all got me fucked up with these best rap albums right here.
Who they have nominated for, Laz? Read this off to me. I need to hear this.
Best rap album. Okay. And I wish, well, I know I can because I have an Android. So I can pull up Spotify at the same time and pull up all the rap albums that also came out this year. Like, I don't understand how these five right here, D Smoke, Black Habits by D Smoke, I can understand that wholeheartedly. But we gonna get to that. Alfredo by Freddie Gibbs and The Alchemist. It was hard. Don't get me wrong, but that was like, it's not. There are other ones. A Written Testimony by Jay Electronica. No, it wasn't even mixed correctly. Like, y'all got to get the fuck out of here with this bullshit. That as an album for a Grammy, like,
I feel like he got that off of name and hype. Oh, all that spit that just came out of my mouth. That was so nasty.
King's Disease by
That's
Nas.
why you wear your mask.
Man, King's Disease
Wait.
by Nas. I can understand.
He got nominated
It is nominated
for Album of the Year?
for Best Rap Album.
For best rap album of 2019.
And then no, for 2020. These are nominated. We announcing these shits coming up. Like, this is what's nominated.
But this is for music that came out in 2019, though, correct?
Nas's album came out in 2020. Jay Electronica came out in March of 2020. If not,
So
just the
it must
beginning
be
of
like
April.
So is it like the end of what? We need the submission year.
Yeah. What's
What's the
clear.
time frame for when they submit? When the submission's got to be in?
Let's be clear. There is a window.
Mm-hmm.
So some albums of 2019 do qualify. But
that's why.
But let's see. I need the window. And let's clarify the window. Let's Windex the window. Shit.
Windex the window.
Let's look, cause I feel like there's some other shit that could have been nominated, and like, y'all got me fucked up. I heard some good shit this year, like, and y'all not about to get me. Y'all not about to get me. Date range. Okay, so between September 1st of 2019 and August 31st of 2020, this is why releases are so important. And this is why certain albums come out at certain times. They want to be eligible for the coming year, for the award in 2021. Because it is Grammys 2021, and ain't it funny that it dates all the way back to September 1st of 2019. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot going on. I don't know. It's a lot of bullshit. But what I can say is that when you told me that who was that? You said Meg Thee Stallion got Rapper of the Year of some shit. Who said that? Who said Rapper of the Year? Was Meg Thee Stallion?
Was it GQ?
GQ, and I understand.
It was a magazine or something.
I'm not taking nothing away from this. However, the box, Pop Smoke.
I feel like he had a moment. His moment was more hype because unfortunately he got murdered. His album is good and it's solid. But unfortunately, we do have to keep in mind that it wasn't finished the way he wanted it to be finished. It was finished the way that 50 Cent thought best to see it finished so we can get it. So that's why his album, it don't really deserve any rewards because it's not really his. It's not a finished product from him. Because if it was, 50 Cent would have to get...
It was a great album.
It is.
Y'all got me fucked up.
It's a great album that 50 Cent finished and put together for us. But it's not a great album that Pop Smoke finished and gave to us. To me.
So
Go ahead.
because post-mortem, you got an incomplete album and they threw some shit together, and Meg Thee Stallion came out with what? All this year. What? Just
I
this.
mean, she had.
Well, not even all this year. Between September 1st of 2019 and August 31st of 2020, she only came out with
So Meg had a
Savage.
whole EP.
Savage,
She did
and
not
then
just
she
come
got
out with
shot.
Savage. No,
And
she
then
didn't.
boom,
She
all
got a
of a
whole
sudden,
EP that she came
all
out
of a sudden,
with in March. What's the name of that EP that Savage is on and Captain Hook? Sugar or something, one with the tongue out. That came out in Marchish of this year because it came out right before I had my party for my birthday this year at Interville. And then she had the Savage remix. And we're not going to act like Savage and Savage remix didn't own in the beginning part of the pandemic and the dance craze on TikTok on the pandemic. The Box is hot. I can give you Song of the Year, but he wasn't no Artist of the Year. He gave us the best song and the most hype song.
Not the best song. That album is still on. Check the.
I don't care. I've listened to the album.
God
I've checked the album. I've listened to it. I would have been fine with him being nominated for Album of the Year, but he wasn't. So who am I to argue with that? That's a better name to say than Pop Smoke album.
I mean,
Roddy
yeah.
Ricch do deserve Album of
My
the
point
Year.
is,
Rap Album of the Year. He does. He put that work in.
You're right. My point is though, like, there are others. There are others that I will put before Meg for Rapper of the Year. That's.
Well, she didn't even get. Did she get any nominations at the Grammys?
Meg?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Savage is been nominated for every fucking thing. Of course, but that's the move. That's the move. That's the cheap move. And on top of that, it's the goddamn remix that's been nominated over and over again. It's the cheap move. That's not fair. It's not fair.
It's not fair. Because they put out because Beyonce was like, damn, you from Houston and we can flip this song. And they came out with it.
Of course she gonna be.
Their record label was like, hey, we gotta submit this song. It's one of the biggest tracks ever.
Of course.
And the Grammys was like, hey, we gonna put this in everything.
But for GQ to name her Rapper of the Year, I was like, nah, nigga, no. Like we gotta cut the shit. We need to. I understand the Grammys. We all know how the Grammys work. I will never dispute the Grammys. I love the Grammys. However, GQ gotta cut the shit. I need somebody to tell the goddamn truth. Y'all lying. When y'all call Meg Thee Stallion Rapper of the Year, y'all lying.
Art, you have to think of something else though.
Yeah.
GQ is a magazine that's for a man and is targeted towards us.
Yeah. Well, you said magazine and men, so.
Yeah, so
if
you want somebody to read that magazine and be interested, and most of the people who buy it are.
But don't call me.
They don't look like us.
No,
they don't call us. They don't look like us. She didn't ask for that. She didn't call people.
She didn't ask for that. Listen,
she didn't ask GQ to be like, "Hey, name
I'm not blaming none of this.
It was smart
Meg.
for them.
I'm not blaming none of this on Meg, only because if any magazine, it could be some shit started up yesterday. If they came to me calling me Rapper of the Year, I'm front page and center of this motherfucking magazine. The fuck?
And you know they sold some extra magazines because they had pictures of thick ass Meg in them.
Yeah, of course, of course. I'm not trying, but I need people to tell the truth. I just need some truth to be told every now and again.
Did you ever go back and revisit her album?
This last album that I was talking to you about?
She only has one album. Everything else is a mixtape.
Okay. All right. Well then,
good news.
say it like that, because that's another thing. Because You got projects when you got projects, like I judge you by all that shit. Like fuck all that. I heard it all. And when I don't go back to none of it, I don't go back to none of it. But that's when I chalk it up. I try every time, but I chalk it up to this is not for me. It's just not for me. Like and I
So
tried.
I went back
There were
and
a few songs, but it's not for me. And that's fine, you know.
it's
But don't go don't go saying rapper of the year in front of my face. Like no,
she's a
no,
great rapper though.
no.
Skills. If we just talking skills, there's not a lot of men that compete with her and that's hot in the game right now.
Well, not
So
a
we're
lot of
just
rappers
talking
are
about
competing in
rapping.
general.
Do you think that's the problem with the rap industry and why so many of the
Yes,
songs sound alike? It's
we
just
got
like
into
nobody.
this. We got into this namaste bullshit. I don't know. And I think about this shit every day. I was like, I don't know which one of y'all niggas done instilled this namaste peaceful bullshit within everybody to the point where everybody just wants to collaborate and support everybody. Doesn't matter if it's right or wrong, doesn't matter if it's good or not. Like I don't like that. Have an opinion, please. Like I need somebody to have an opinion and say, "Yo, this shit is trash." Somebody do it. Somebody has to do
That's
it because at this point, it's a lot of shit just slipping through the cracks, and we just let it go. And then, boom! Before you know it, teenagers are pumping it up on TikTok, and
it.
they get Fortnite deals. Like, you know what the fuck? Like, no, 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 and then it's gone. All that money
Yeah.
wasted for nothing. Like, look at Lil Nas X right now. Like, I was listening to Pandora the other day, and one of his like commercials came on for his new single or some shit like that. I'm like, this shit
Oh,
is
Bad
awful.
Holiday.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That shit, I don't like it. But I wouldn't be surprised if it won't be the next shit, you know, next week. Who knows? We don't
Um,
rule this no more.
I've I haven't. I've
I'm not going
I've
to listen
come
to
to
that.
the realization. Yeah, but what I've come to the realization, which I think a lot of other people in our age demographic and generation need to understand is these artists aren't marketing music to us no more. We
No,
not that chosen core of people who
that's
they
true.
aim music for. So even though Meg is close to our age, she's 25, if I'm not mistaken. She just graduated from college. It's not something that I can relate to and that I want to hear all the time, but it's something that a 25-year-old that's in college that they want to listen to, and that's who she's aiming for. And Little Nas X,
I get it.
he aiming for the TikTok crowd.
So then
It sucks.
who is Don Tolliver aiming for? Because he nails me every motherfucking time.
Well, people who are oh, I never unfriended this person. Unfriend. Yeah, confirm. When they got the nerve to
I'm
have
letting them.
singer.
I'm letting the TikTok babies have it. Don't get me wrong. It's just
When
I
they got
just
the
want to know
nerve to have singer in their profile. They get and you hate on Beyonce. The nerve, yeah.
what's going on.
I
What
had
you?
never unfollowed that person. I had went back onto my it made me lose my train of thought. Damn, what was I saying? Oh, but yeah, they not aiming towards us. So you said Don Tolliver, he's a I don't know. I feel like he's aiming towards the younger crowd that would probably like you. That's why you like him. That grew up listening to the Kid Cuddies of the world. You know, they big fans of
And
Kanye
Travis
and
and
Travis.
Kanye. I
Like
don't know. Like I can't. I don't know why it's such a
I feel like
linear
he's
path
yeah. I feel
between
like
these people and just everybody else outside of it who doesn't follow it. Like I don't know. I kind of don't understand. I just don't understand. Like it's so weird. This shit is so weird. But I like the baby. You know what I'm saying? Like I like people. I like these new rappers. Don't get me wrong.
who
It's just
so
it's her. And you know what? It's not a lot of females that I like. I only
It's
like certain
true.
females, but
Okay.
I don't I don't know.
I
I don't
mean,
know.
I
It's
enjoy
weird.
some of it. It's just, it's not for us no more. That's
Yeah.
why, to be
Yeah,
quite
that's true.
honest,
That's true.
that's why I listen to so much R&B music, because R&B music, if it's good, no matter who it's aimed at, it's still gonna hit me in some kind of way. Like I stand Ariana down, you know, and her music is definitely not being made for for a gay black man in their 30s, but
Right.
we enjoy it and we like it for what it is and what it gives us. And I'm damn sure gonna go to a concert
So what
next
music is
time when
for
she
us
have
at
one.
this point? Cause you know, I
The
mean,
people, y'all, the people that they claim that they don't want to listen to, the woke music, as you like to say, like the
the
J.
woke
Cole's of the
music,
world, like they like
The
to say.
Tobies, the yeah, I can understand
Those
that.
That's the music that's being made for us, but people don't want to listen to it because they want to be stuck with Future, and which still drives me crazy because Future, he make hits, but he's not. I'm not putting him in a rapper category. Like he just can make some bops. And people love to talk about female rappers in the game and how they always talk about sex now, even though sex is what sells and makes them money. So I'm not mad at them for doing it.
At all.
Future still talking about fucking bitches and getting high and drinking lean and getting bitches pregnant every time he drop an album. So why is that okay? Shit, at least the women rappers, they not out here popping out babies. They just getting money
And
and working
speaking on it,
together.
because honestly, after I sat there and I listened to WAP, I was like, okay. Like, I had to sit there and, like, really listen to it because everybody hyped it up so much for some reason. And I was like, I'm not with it. Like, I just don't want to be, swayed. So then I just sat and listened, a couple days ago, and I was like, wait a minute. Like, from a person that writes bars herself, like, these bitches was spitting. Like, I was like, oh my God.
So that's why I like Meg. I feel like
Yeah.
people need to get past her twerking. People twerk. We've been
But
twerking all our lives.
this is
No,
my problem.
listen. Because if you get past that and you actually listen to her music, when I went back and I listened to that album, because I remember I told you on the first take, I was like, nah, I wasn't feeling it, and I'm a really big Meg fan. But when I went back and I actually listened to it, I was like, hold on, it's
Meg
not
was
as
spitting.
it's not as much ass shaking as I thought it was. A lot of the chorus might be that way, which is smart because remember I sent you that article and that the first 30 seconds. That's all
The
you
first
need.
30 seconds. You gotta catch them in the
So
first 30
the
seconds.
hooks, the choruses, some of those are kind of repetitive and ass shaking, but them bars, just giving bars. I even went back and I be listening to Shot Fired, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. She wasn't talking about a BB gun, by the way. She was just saying, like, nigga, so what? You shot me with a BB gun? That bar was more so of that kind of line.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like if you go back and just listen as Lavishly Lucky One,
No, but
and
that's
not
when I get mad.
when you listen to as Lavishly Lucky
Yes,
One,
that's when I get mad because
oh
I'm
well,
not.
then just
I'm
go back
like,
and listen as Lav.
I can't listen as Lav because then I'm like, yo, because I can't stand when she do auto tune. I hate when she does auto tune because I don't know who's doing it for her, but it's not as auto tuney and just laid the way that it's supposed to be laid. And you know
Get in
what?
there.
Another example. When she was on that song with Phony People, that fucking around song or whatever, and she was doing that little singing part, that whatever that shit was, and they had the auto tune on her, like it was not correct. And then it was another song on the album when I told you and we was on the phone, I was like, this shit is not
Yeah, it is.
correct. And you heard
Yeah,
that song,
I know
didn't you?
that song.
You heard
Yeah.
it. That shit
Um.
is wrong. It's
So
not
two,
right.
I got a few, two things about that. So I saw on Twitter somebody made me think about it, and he said that a lot of female rappers on their debut albums they always have one song on there that's just kind of like left field and just like, huh? And he
Yes.
actually posted like a song from one of Little Kim's albums. And I was like, I wouldn't have even thought that Little Kim would make a song like this. So
Exactly.
and then
All
I went to
women
thinking,
do.
I was like, huh. But remember when Nicki Minaj first came out and she used to be doing the singing and stuff on her tracks, we just used to be like, what is this doing?
That
We know
shit
you
worked.
can't really sing.
And
No,
who?
it didn't. It didn't work immediately. It did not work
What
immediately
was
for
the
her.
first one?
It did not work. We was not here for that immediately. But over time, it
Yeah,
got
we
better
weren't
with the
here
more.
for it like immediately. Her singing?
Yeah, when
No, we
she
weren't.
the more she did it and then she got better
Right.
at it and she learned how to perfect it with her voice, it worked for her now. We have to keep in mind, even though Megan has given us so much material, this is just her debut album. And we have to think, just as Beyonce said, it's a popcorn industry.
Yeah,
It's all about singles, and that's
it
what Sis
is.
was doing to keep her name hot while she was working on her album. She was eating this industry up, and she kept dropping fire.
You know who else I think is falling like victim to that? And I don't know if you heard his album. It just came out last Friday. But
Mm-hmm.
St. John, and I know I've told you about him before. I know you've heard him in my car before
Mm-hmm.
cuz I fucks with St. John, don't get me wrong. But this last album, it's like I only really like 3 out of the maybe 16 songs that he has on this album, and I'm like,
That's
fam,
a
like
bad
I'm so
ratio.
sick of this shit.
And
I'm
I've
so
listened to
sick of
some
this shit.
albums about by him because of you, and his music is good.
His music is good. Don't get me wrong. That shit is great. Great shit. He got great shit, but I don't know what's going on with this last album. I'm not with it.
Well, that's why I asked, like, is it even though it's not really him, is it commercial? Because if it's
Um,
commercial, I feel like when artists are trying to nowadays, when you are an artist like him and you talented, you gotta you gotta have some commercial songs so people hear it and they be like, I wonder what else they got. So it'll make them want to go visit your music and be like, oh shit, he been putting in work like that. That might be this project for him, where he was just like, let me get this out for the
yeah, cause
label.
did you
Let me get this out for the label and then go back to creating what I like to create.
see the features on the track list? Like,
I didn't know he had a new album out.
oh my god, got Kanye West on there, got a few people, got the baby on there. Fucking, hold on, let me go on there. Not gonna lie. I mean, the whole project sounds concrete. Just yeah, A Boogie, Lil Uzi Vert, Future. Well, Future. First of all, the fact that he has roses on here 2 times again, as if the last album didn't have roses on it again, as if the first project didn't have roses on it in the first place. And I get it because it
Is
just
it the
got hot
same
and people just
song?
started noticing it. Don't get me wrong, but to put
So
Future,
he
to
has
throw
that
Future on
same
it for
song.
whatever reason, that was weird. Why are we
So he got
throwing
like the
Future on
same
this?
song on 3 different of his albums.
You said what?
You say he got the same song on like 3 of his albums.
Yeah, it's called Roses. So Roses was on several mixtapes and
Okay.
like 2 albums ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, Roses been out forever, and especially in music years at this point, because I've been listening to Roses for like probably 4 years now. Like I'm.
Oh, that's a lifetime in music.
And so now that he's getting, put on, and then all these DJs are remixing his song and, including his shit, like his shit done went platinum because of like these DJs playing his shit. And that's great. Don't get me wrong, but why are we slapping it back on another album? Number one. Number two, why are we slapping Future on it? Like, it's just, it's
I
too
can
much.
tell you why.
It's too much.
For your album to get those sales.
I know that song has to be beyond fucking platinum. It has to be, especially now, at this point.
That's why Meg put the Savage remix.
Exactly. I get it.
Girls in the Hood and whatever the song she got with Young Thug. I can't think of the name of it. At the end of it, this new, count that.
I get it.
Hov showed him. Showed him when he did his Samsung deal.
If Ill Will went platinum in 2030, you think I ain't putting it on that?
On the album? Yeah, you
exactly.
Better.
Like,
go back and remix and remaster it like you want to, like you always be talking about.
I'm slapping it on the album. Don't y'all can't tell me shit.
Ill Will by Lavish Be Lucky.
I'm rapping every single word too.
Baby.
Ooh. What else we got?
I wanna know what I wanna know why people mad about Beyonce getting nominated for 9 Grammys. That ain't got nothing to do with the show, because we'll be talking for hours about that. Who else do you feel like was slept on? What are some of the other major? Who's nominated for Album of the Year?
Let me go back to it.
That's always an interesting one to me.
God, I don't even know this shit. It. Like best pop solo performance, Yummy. No one's listening to Yummy. No one's listening to Yummy by Justin Bieber. Like, and I am a Justin Bieber fan.
I mean, I didn't like it at first. It's not a song that I'm gonna go back to, but it grew on me.
He had that song with Kalani.
You got a song with Kalani?
Oh, well, that wouldn't be best pop solo performance. Everything I Wanted by Billie Eilish. I can understand that. Say So by Doja Cat. I'm sick of Doja Cat. Y'all not gonna sell me on her.
You don't think Doja is talented?
At all.
You don't think Doja is talented?
I'm not gonna say that she's not talented at all. That's not what I'm saying. But I can't get into it.
Really?
Listen, if you're gonna give me my sugar, give me my sugar. But if you're gonna give me my meat and potatoes, give me my meat and potatoes. Like, I don't do all this bullshit all in between. Like, I don't want it.
I will say this about Doja Cat. I have not listened to a full album of hers. However, every verse that she has spit on the feature has been fire. Every song that she's released as a single has just been about really good. Like, to say, like, it, and her performances, this be murdering the stage already. Like, she be murdering us. And when I say she be murdering, it's just like her and the other female rappers right now. She set herself apart from all of them because she's the only one that I feel like what you that was terrible. What women say they want out of women rap and what men say they want out of women rap. That's not Rhapsody. Ain't that her name? Doja Cat gives that because she gives us metaphors and stuff like Nicki. She got bars and she has a really unique wordplay. And she still be talking about fat asses and stuff, but she worded differently that it'll register differently. So that's what I get from her. So I kind understand her. I'm okay with her being nominated. With Doja, I actually am for Say So. Is it the remix or the original that got nominated?
I don't know who makes these decisions at the Grammys anymore.
Well, it's a table of Caucasians. I'm pretty sure it's some other people on there now, as they like to say, but the majority of them are white. The majority of them are white and or Caucasian.
It's weird to not see Mike Dane involved at all. Like, he's usually involved at least once a year, at least. And I feel like he's nowhere
What is
here. I don't even know when none of this music fucking
Okay,
released. This shit is crazy.
Okay, it's just the original one.
So we missed
I'm okay
the
with that.
AMAs. What did you hear about the AMAs?
I heard about it the very next morning when I woke up, or like later on that night before I went to sleep, and I was just like, oh. And I was like, damn, wasn't me in lab doing something? I think it was on or came on like after we had got finished playing video games or something.
Yeah, probably.
And I was like, shit, we could have strained it and just still been playing video games or something. But I don't feel like we missed anything. Okay, record of the year. That's good. That's not bad. What's this? This Color song though.
What color?
By Black Puma.
A Black who?
Hold on, Janae got nominated for Album of the Year?
Thank you. Let's talk about it. Why is Janae Aiko being fucking nominated for a Grammy?
Hold on now. She deserves to be nominated for a Grammy.
I'm not saying that, but
her pen game is good.
I've heard other things. Between September 1st of 2019 and August 31st or whatever the fuck of 2020, I've heard better.
Yeah, that was random. All of these seem random.
All this shit random. And this
record of the year, that's a solid one. I watch the Grammys. I like the Grammys.
I do. I
like that
it
shows me, because I listen to all kind of music, so I like that the Grammys showcase that, unlike most award shows.
I love the performances. I will always watch the performances. We should probably stream that. We'll probably will.
Absolutely.
We will.
Absolutely. We are. We'll stream that live. Then I'll be on a live stream from the page on Twitter, because we keep the Twitter going for the live for the award shows. We don't use Twitter for nothing else. We use it to cut up when the award shows is on.
Man, what else we got? What you been watching on Netflix?
The Box got nominated for
As
Song of the Year.
As it
that
should.
Wasn't enough for you.
As it should. God damn it. That's the quarantine song of the year. I don't care what nobody say. The Box reminds me of the quarantine. It reminds me of the coronavirus.
Who is D? So since we have to talk about Netflix, D Smoke is the person who won that Netflix show, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So did you listen to his project or anything like that?
I did.
Is it worth a Best New Artist Grammy nomination?
Amongst the other things that I've heard, it's deserving, but yeah, don't even get me started on this best melodic rap song bullshit. I don't even know where this category fucking came from. Y'all got me fucked up. People got me fucked up.
They just added it.
It's new. Either way, though, D Smoke's album was great. Don't get me wrong, but it's not Grammy. I didn't expect it to show up in the Grammys. I'm not gonna lie.
I feel like it was included in the. I feel like that was included in the Netflix package, because when I just
not to say that he's like non-deserving of it, because he is, but at the same time, like, nigga, like,
yes, whenever an artist is nominated for a Grammy, they do deserve it. Let's
Yeah,
make sure we
like
put that out
I'll
there.
never take that away from
Like,
them.
even if we feel like some of these artists shouldn't be in that category, or it's other artists that are more deserving of it, they still earned it by doing whatever they do.
I just don't know if I
I don't
agree.
know how I feel about that. I haven't seen Chloe and Haley nominated yet.
No, they were. Wait a minute. It was somewhere. I just seen their names. I just seen it on my phone. Hold on.
Because that's something that'll make me want to knock everything over. I'm in a rap. Hold on. Let me go back up to the top.
Yeah, I don't know what best melodic rap performance. I can't wait to make some melodic rap. It's called melodic rap now. Melodic rap. What the fuck is this? Melodic rap?
It's the rap that's acceptable to the little Caucasian kids. They must be in the R. Let's just go to R&B.
I feel like I seen them. Oh god. Maybe I didn't. Cause now I'm all
They
down
have
here in
best.
the country.
They're nominated for best traditional R&B performance.
I'm like, I know I seen their
With
names.
What She Thinks of Me. That's it.
Listen, I don't know.
Oh, they got nominated for Do It for best R&B song.
Yeah, what's
I don't know why.
progressive? What's this new shit?
Oh, best progressive R&B album.
What's
For
progressive
album-
R&B?
It has for albums containing at least 51% playing time of newly recorded progressive vocal tracks derivative of R&B.
So now you talking.
So, I'm okay with that category and that description. That basically means that more than half of their album is new. So it's not a bunch of sample. It's not a bunch of old music from the archives that they wanted.
So the album was.
Yeah, this best progressive R&B album. So that's the album itself, not a song on it. It's the complete album. So more than 51% of it is
Ungodly Hour. This album. Which
yeah,
album?
you got something bad to say about it?
No, I don't know. I want to know.
Ungodly Hour with Do It on it.
Ungodly Hour. That's the album we talk about right now. That's the one that is okay. I'm gonna listen to it. I want to hear it.
Ready? That album is them girls are talented.
51%.
I mean, they do everything themselves. But that also goes to show you that a lot of these people they not putting that work in on their album.
That's
true.
It's
a lot of click insert verse here.
Man, just like
the Grammys got to make a whole category. Like, hey, you know what? You're getting rewarded because more than half of your album is new work that you did yourself. And they got the nerve to only have Mariah Carey sitting over here with 5 Grammys. And Sis was writing all them #1 hits. That's a flick of the wrist.
Break down.
Sis invented the R&B remix. Hip hop artist.
She always got them them R&B runs. Listen.
I just started to get mad.
God,
I was about to have one of the real moments. I was
That's
about
why
to
I
have
can't.
one of his
That's why
moments. I done catch the attitude.
the real said, "Listen, the radio is saturated with samples. I hate listening to 107.9." That's the
Yeah,
problem
it
I
is.
had with Meg's album. I was like, "Listen, I don't know
Oh,
if it's
okay.
just me. I don't know if
You
like
know
can
what?
what are you gonna be sampled for? You
So,
need to try and get sampled."
say this last. I the first couple of listens, that is why it took me a while to just digest it because of, like I said the first time when you said something about it, this budget was long because
They've all been low. That's what I've
she got some
been. Yo,
samples. But these music
yo.
industries, they know, like people relate to it because I tell you what, that song with her and SZA, and they got that Jasmine Sullivan sample. That's hard.
Jerry, who do you
A
think?
hard sample.
Who do you think makes beats like that?
Like that?
The low budget producers.
I
That's
mean,
why I get
well,
so mad when you give me a whole album of low budget production. Because when you can tell that it's just sped up fucking samples and trap drums, like you gonna have to give me something else. I need something else. Like y'all got me fucked up. I need something else besides these sped up samples and these
okay.
fucking trap drums. Like I need something else.
I'll
And
give you
so
that. Mm-hmm.
I was
Because
very
I agree with that
excited
100%.
that one song that she had on her album, this Good News album or whatever, and she was singing on there the little what
Yeah,
you
because
call
she
that
got some songs
auto
on it
tune
that's just
shit,
like,
but the
ooh.
auto tune went right, and I was mad at that. But then there was another one, and I was like, this is the one. This is it. It's not sampling shit. It's just the right amount of auto tune. I'm like, this is it. I need.
No, because she got a few songs like that because those are actually her standout ones to me.
Oh my
Like
god,
I
they
like
stand
Shots
out the
Fired, but
most.
Do It on the Tip, I really like that song. I don't know if
I
that's
do.
coupled with the City
I
Girl.
enjoy that song. I enjoy that song.
Um, I even like her song Movie with Lil Durk.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep. I like that one.
Is that the Caucasian man?
No, Lil Durk is not Caucasian.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I really like that song, and I love the way he said booty. I love the way he say booty on that song.
It's gonna be a good year for
And
Lil Durk. Push him right on up. You know Lil Durk pulled a drink. I'm just sipping good while they rolling stank diamond chain. Come on, you heard that in the car.
Go Crazy with 2 Chainz and Big
Yes.
Sean.
Yep. I was like, oh shit, Big
That's a
Sean.
single.
Okay.
But
I was
Big
here for
Sean
it.
versus hard as fuck. Big Sean versus since I brought the 2 Chainz, then you laugh. You gotta listen to 2 Chainz new album.
I know I do. I haven't even heard
You
it yet.
got
Oh my
to.
god. And I just know it's about to be amazing.
It's a banger. Have you listened to Meek? Your new album that he came out with?
No.
It's only like 4 or something songs on there, I think.
I only heard a few new projects that came
I have
out.
to tell you, it's called Quarantine Pack. It has 4 songs. I've heard. Oh, I didn't know all 4 of them have features. I heard 2 of them. I don't know what 2 they were. I was in a car with somebody. They both were good, so I guess that's a good review for me. And I don't particularly care for his screaming ass. I feel like his microphones just be loaded with his spit when he records. Mm-hmm. You ready to talk about Netflix?
Yeah, let's talk about Netflix.
So we watched the Kevin Hart stand-up little special. I didn't watch it. I listened to it while I was working.
Me too. Like my back was turned. Like I was literally working here and that shit was back there.
It just, I got two good laughs out of it. And one of them, it made me feel some kind of way. This is one of the questions that I have for you because I saw that
Okay.
we both laughed at the joke of him calling his daughter a hoe.
Yes. And I wanted to revisit that scene again only because I'm like, I mean, there's a chance that it can get flipped. And I was waiting on it to get flipped. But it never got flipped.
So,
And I thank goodness for him.
so my thing is, the reason it was funny is because one, it caught me by surprise. I wasn't expecting him to call his daughter a hoe because I was thinking in my head like, oh shit, she might be a little runner.
Right.
Right
I was
now.
thinking.
I wasn't thinking about calling her a hoe. I was just thinking about calling her a runner because that's what we used to call like the girls in middle school who you can tell was already like, yeah, I'm trying to get with the shit, you know, even though she like in high school, I think. And it was also kind of funny to me because I always wondered, like, do parents think that about their kids when they be growing up? Like, damn, my daughter gonna grow up to be a hoe.
do. Yes, they
And
do.
they just have to just be okay with it.
What you gonna do?
But
That's they baby.
further along into his stand-up, the joke made me uncomfortable when he told the joke about his nephews getting the head and through popcorn at the movie theater.
Yeah.
What was it? A butter top or it was? No, that's right, girl. That part made me uncomfortable because I was like, hold on. Because he said his daughter was the oldest in the stand-up, if I'm not mistaken, correct? So you had a problem with your daughter
Yep.
just flirting and getting different boyfriends.
With multiple boys, right?
Just flirting with multiple boys, and you made the little jokes, and you went up to the school and you said, oh, well, I can understand why she was going back and forth because with them. So you were okay with your nephew getting head in a movie theater.
Yep.
Also continued that joke. You said it at a table at dinner because you wanted to see if your daughter did it, but she continued to eat her food, but your son knew what it was and laughed, and you were okay with that.
Yep.
That after I heard that joke was no longer funny to me because at that point I realized I was like, damn, grown men who are misogynistic to women, they do it in their own home to their daughter.
Yep. Yep.
And they play it in a way where they think it's I'm just being a father protecting my daughter, and it's just no, you're not protecting your daughter. You're putting your own views of what you feel a woman should and shouldn't do on her. And I feel like I may have dug too deep in it, but since I was just like listening to it in my ear, while I was working,
right,
his jokes and stuff, it was hitting more because I feel like that's what stand-up is. Stand-up comedy, that's one reason I love Dave Chappelle so much. Stand-up to me isn't really about everything being funny. It's about being able to go up there and bare your soul about a story that you telling and conveying to us while still throwing in some humor to keep us entertained. And I feel like Kevin Hart now, he just tries to be funny and have one-liners and he like the little annoying cousin, like, go away. Leave me alone. I'm about to go outside and smoke. No, you can't come outside with me. Like, you too young. Leave me alone. Like, that's the vibe and the comedy he gets me. Whew. I'm glad I got that off my chest because I've been holding that in because it really, really bothered me when I heard that. That shit was sick. It just didn't. I didn't like the joke about him being paralyzed. Not paralyzed, but him being not able to move. But he started crying when the nurse was wiping his butt, and he said he started crying because that was like the worst moment of his life because he realized that he didn't have feeling in his, I think he said like legs and arms, but he still had feeling in the crack of his ass. And Lord, why would you still give me feeling there where I can feel this happening to me? And I was like, hold on, you was just in a whole car accident and almost lost your life.
Listen,
but
I didn't even see that part. That part I didn't see. Now I feel like
I listened to the whole thing. The whole part, that was the lowest part. Like, ew, okay, you that insecure with your body, that okay, and you can't use the bathroom yourself. Oh, I can go. Listen. The first red flag laugh, where I should have just been like, I'm not watching this shit for laugh, was when he was like, he was uncomfortable being outside and he was talking to the people and he was like, yeah, I had COVID. How you talking about you had COVID and you got a whole audience in your house? Granted, they like 6 feet.
Whole set of people in his house.
Granted, they were 6 feet from him. I don't think everybody in there was 6 feet from each other.
They all had masks on as well.
They did all have masks on, but he didn't have a mask on. And then he brought out, you need to finish it for us so you can hear his BOP joke, because that joke was actually funny. BOP stands for brick oven pizza. So he brought that out to them at the end of it. So I'm pretty sure they took their mask off to eat the pizza. Because I would have got my ass up and left, to be quite honest. If this was before he even got the jokes going. Yeah, I had COVID. I didn't want to say nothing because Mel Gibson was the one having it first. You ain't want your COVID news to be overshadowed? That's why you didn't share it? What? Huh?
Listen, he had a few cute other jokes.
He has some nice moments. I appreciate what he said about how he doesn't like private school.
Yes.
And he feels like private schools teach kids that it's like always a teacher around to save you. Like it's always somebody there to save you because that's what it's like in a private school. Right. They hold your hand and stuff. And, he talked about how the public schools, they get you ready for the real world. And I did appreciate that because I hope he's telling that to his kids for them to understand that the only reason you're in this school is because I'm rich and I am who I am. Because I liked and appreciate how he told us like, yeah, they legit, they spoiled because all they know is riding on private jets. So when they had to catch a regular plane with their mom and go through TSA and stuff, they was freaking out. I appreciate that because that's kids' lifestyle of celebrities. And we need to think about that. Like most of them, if not all of them, they be born into their parents being rich. So that's all they know about them. Even their parents may come from humble beginnings, but they not really spoiled. Just all they know. People tell me I'm spoiled now, and who's spoiling me besides me? You know. What's some other good moments he had? No, the brick oven pizza one with Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld joke that was funny. It was the arugula part for me though that had me cracking the fuck up because he had how Kevin Hart be doing his voices, but none of them actually sound like the person that he's doing. They just sound like him, and like,
or sound like any person.
kind of way. Yeah, they just sound
Yeah.
like him with a higher pitch. So he did that for Caucasian lady voice. He said he was eating a brick oven pizza, and he kept telling his wife like, "Oh, baby, it's lettuce on here. I don't know what kind of lettuce this is, but it's good." And he gets there in a white lady voice like, "It's arugula."
Lord.
Cracking up. It was the timing of it that made it so funny for me. Oh, but yeah, it's not worth a watch if you ask me. If you're a Kevin Hart fan, I guess you will appreciate it. But but since we're talking about that, I wanted to bring up Dave Chappelle also.
Yeah.
Shout out to Netflix for what they did for Dave Chappelle. They took down the Chappelle Show off Netflix because he called them and asked them to. And I want to highlight that because why that's so amazing, because these other big networks, the one that has control over his show, Viacom, y'all saw what they did to Nick Cannon this year.
Nah. Wait a minute. First of all, let me take him outside because this nigga his eyes are piercing at the back of my thigh at this point. But I have questions. Like why? Okay, so why did he call Netflix and ask them to take it down?
Because he doesn't have control over the Chappelle Show. That's not his show. Even though he made it or whatever, he signed a contract when he was younger. That was a bad deal. They own the rights and everything to it.
So
they don't have to get permission to use it, of course.
Yeah, of course.
The people who own it, Viacom, they called HBO for them to put it on there, and then they sold it to Netflix also.
Okay.
He called Netflix because he on a Netflix payroll. They pay him $60 million, and he said that he called them and he was just like, this makes me feel uncomfortable. And they was just like, okay, and they removed it because they understood.
See, I thought he was all for his shit being on Netflix.
No.
Oh.
No. He didn't know. He didn't know until it happened.
Wow.
And then take it back. The clip I showed you is from one of his new stand-ups that he has. That he be going on, and it's about him telling the story that I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
HBO, he said that he pitched the Chappelle Show to HBO before he even went to Comedy Central. And he said they laughed at him and said, "What do we need you for?" and kicked him out. So he asked his fans and people who care about him and support him. He was like, HBO, what you need me for? As in regards to playing the Chappelle Show. And he asked everybody not to watch or support it. And I'm going to do that. It's not like I would have watched it on Facebook. I would have watched it on Netflix, definitely. Because Chappelle Show was funny as fuck. I was
watching. That's the crazy thing about it. I was watching it like 2 weeks ago. I was just watching it on Netflix, just cause.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Find a bad deal for the show that made you, well, not made you who you are, but helped you catapult into who you are, and you ain't even seeing the performance in this.
Well, I'm so glad you educated us about that, because listen, I had a bunch of other
Yeah, he's told this story. He's hinted at this story before about that, stuff that went on with the Chappelle show just wasn't right. And that's why he left so much money on the table because he wasn't happy. Like, even in the clip that I showed you, it was crazy. He said when he made the Chappelle show, he was a Muslim. And he didn't drink or smoke. Because remember how after he left and he quote unquote went to Africa, how everybody was saying he was on crack and all that? That was a spin by the Caucasians who had control over his show. He said he was a Muslim, and at that time he didn't drink or do drugs, and he didn't start until after that happened. You know how heartbreaking that is to hear somebody say something like that? That they was a Muslim. They was so convicted in themselves and their believing that a situation like that broke him to the point that he was like, yeah, I'm going to start drinking and smoking again. And now it's normal to see him smoking a cigarette on stage.
Yeah. Or whatever it is that he be smoking.
Or whatever it is he be smoking.
Right, because I feel like he be smoking, whatever. And that's fine, just...
He does live in Ohio, Darrell. He actually... this is a gem that I got from the article that I read that I had sent to you.
Oh, boy. Keep talking.
I thought Kevin Hart and his little, hey, I'm gonna do a little stand up in my house was original. It's not. Apparently Dave Chappelle been doing this in his house. He got a whole little series that he been doing, and he been inviting people in the Ohio and fans and stuff there. He even had stopped it after he had his whole COVID scare. So I was like, oh, so Kevin Hart even doing a little stand-up and making a little big deal about that he did it in his own house. That's not even original. Because Dave Chappelle been doing that, and we didn't even know. But, yeah, so... So it's at this point, I want everybody not to watch the Chappelle show just off the strength of I'm tired of these big companies. And in the big companies, the little companies, I'm tired of them using us.
Yeah.
And then not even want to hate a man. And just like he said,
I wish people understand, like, if you just paid what niggas are owed, nobody would have an issue.
Cut him in. Y'all got the money. And like he said that's the reason he loved and he fucked with Netflix so much. And he was like, because when that happened to me, Netflix didn't even exist. They understand my value and my worth, basically. Already by my name. They know. That's why when he made that phone call, they was like, oh, that ain't no problem. That ain't no problem for us.
What else you been watching on Netflix?
What else have I been watching on Netflix? I think that's all that I've been watching because I just started watching an anime on Netflix called Black Butler. That's interesting. I really like that.
Black Butler?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard of that, yeah. I've heard of that more than one.
Yeah, watch it. You might like it.
I know, and I feel like that's what everybody keeps telling me. They're like, you might like it.
I just want you to watch any anime.
I know.
Please. Please.
You know me.
Yes, I know. No, I still haven't watched Queen's Gambit. I'm upset with myself because everybody keeps saying
and that's good as fuck. You need to watch that. You need to watch that. That's good as fuck. And I ain't even finished it. And I'm, my girl, she said, we gonna watch this together. Even though I started watching it without her, but she was like, we gonna watch this together. I'm like, okay.
You was so pumped.
I guess we'll just adopt it together. I would have been done with it by now, but
I don't watch the anime girls together. They gonna gather you regardless. It's okay because I'm one of them. I won't gather you though. I'm just gonna support you to watch it. So whenever you want to talk about it, you need some recommendations of shows you need to watch. I got you. You want my password to my Crunchyroll? I will give it to you because I gave it to Lab. She don't use it. I'm literally the only person who uses my Crunchyroll. So by all means, I got you. Have I been watching anything else on Netflix? Let me bring my.
Roll it down.
I don't think I have. I think that's really been it.
Lord, this dog.
It was just a Kevin Hart and
What else we got? I feel like I had. Hold on. I had some other shit. So
I'm
boom.
pretty sure you did.
Gucci versus Jeezy.
How did we not? Oh my god. I am a fan. I'm gonna support you forever. But Gucci and Jeezy. So who did you have winning?
Gucci.
Same. And before I get started, I want to put a disclaimer out there. I have no ill will towards Jeezy in my heart.
At all.
I told my cousin on Facebook the other day, Jeezy was like the first like legit street nigga to me in my eyes who became a rapper, and I was just like, oh shit, he can rap. Like he a rapper. So I fucked with him. Like I did. I had a whole little whenever I listened to him, I was a thug and I was about that life.
Yep.
Okay.
He's about that life.
I was about that life whenever
they
I
say
listened
who
to
that
Jeezy when he first came
nigga
out.
we that
Nigga we that. So
listen, I was right there with you.
Out there. Boom boom clap. So however, with that said, I don't care how much of a better rapper he is than Gucci. He will never have more hits than Gucci. He will never have more hits than Gucci.
Oh shit. Oh man.
He will never have more hits than Gucci. Okay? I wanted to put that out there. Gucci owned that verse battle. And you know what make it so bad? Jeezy had his little entourage he had with them. They was more hyped than Gucci. The songs he was playing,
weak.
They were weak compared
weak.
to hits, but he had
weak.
a better like track
weak.
list.
Weak.
But everything was about Gucci from the time he was the old Gucci, and that's why I appreciated it because I don't think a lot of people. It's a verse battle. That's what verse is supposed to be. It started off with the producers, and the producers they was talking mad shit to each other.
They was about it.
They was trying to murder each other. And you was watching it and you was entertained. You was like, well, damn, do they got beef? And then guess what?
This was the
after
best
that stream was over,
battle.
they were going to the club and shit, just like Gucci and Jeezy did. They grown men now. They probably, to be quite honest, they may have been squashed they beef behind closed doors, just on some grown man stuff, but still not fucked with each other. And it still took them a long time to get to this point where they could be on the same stage. Mm-hmm. Across from each other. Mm-hmm. We're not gonna act like it wasn't murder and shootings involved in their beef. So on one hand, I did appreciate Jeezy when he said that, like, you know, when he tried to have a little kumbaya moment with the, you know, these niggas out here, they do this because they seen us do it. So it means a lot for us to be on the stage together. That statement do hold some weight.
It does. Not gonna lie.
Because
that part I was weight. Like, you know, and I was bitter with, you know, throughout the whole fucking little shit. But when he said that, I was like, you know what? He's right.
He is.
He's right.
That might do so, especially, yeah, like it might do something, especially for the rappers and the younger ones and stuff, like, because that was a moment. But Gucci still didn't. What the fuck? But weird. What the? Let's do that. Yeah, first, I've never seen this fucking thing. Go away.
What else we got?
I don't know, but now this is fucking. I'm happy and can you leave me alone now? I don't know what the fuck just happened with that. But no, I'm sorry. As I was saying, Gucci has so many hits that he didn't play. Like I still feel like he owned it, and he still has so many hits he didn't play. Jeezy just had a few hits that he didn't play. A few. Because I was ready to hear Boom Boom Clap and Super Freak, and he never played them.
That's
And
true.
even after Gucci said, "Man, I'm sick of hearing all this old shit. Play some new shit." And played a whole
was
song
with
with
the
Drake. And
Don't talk
Jeezy
to
tried
me.
to be petty,
Do
just
not
like,
talk to
"Oh,
me.
shout out to
Do
Drake."
not talk
Yeah,
to
shout out
me.
to Drake. That's on fire. You ain't got no song with Drake. Do Jeezy got a song with Drake?
Do not talk to me about Gucci versus Jeezy. I feel like out of all of the verses, I need that hoodie. I need that hoodie. That Gucci versus Jeezy hoodie. That's the most
Yeah,
iconic
they
shit. And the
selling that
fact that it looked
somewhere.
like some 500 degrees, like No Limit Soldier bullshit from back in the day. Like, I like that. I love all that. I need that hoodie. I need that
Yeah,
hoodie so bad.
that would actually be fire.
Oh
It
my
actually, like,
god.
really, really would.
It would kill. I need it.
But
But they selling merch for all this shit.
and then y'all made all that noise for Jeezy. When I say I didn't know he had so many fans on my timeline. I didn't know that I was friends with so many people that fucked with him because they came out the woodwork
And
rooting
they
for
do.
him.
That's what they do. That's
The
exactly
next
what they
couple of
do.
days,
They be
the
full of
next couple
shit.
of days
And
after
and, and don't
they
get me
swore he
wrong.
won, haven't said anything about his album
Don't get me wrong.
that released that same night.
I fucks with Jeezy. But you wasn't. As soon as that battle switched from T.I. versus Jeezy to Gucci versus Jeezy, I'm like, oh nigga, shut the fuck up. Like, why are we doing this at this point? Why are we doing this? It's like literally the hood versus some other shit.
It was like, to me, it was like
It's
the
not
hood versus the
even
street.
a
It
competition.
was like the hood versus the streets, if that makes sense. And I feel like we make songs for the trap niggas that be in the street. The Gucci, he made songs for the trap niggas, for the hood niggas, the hood rats, the rats, the ratchets, the normal people, the
Right.
degular people. like Gucci he just make hits. And I didn't even like Gucci when Gucci first came out. I did not like So Icy. I still don't like So Icy. You know what? The first song that was just like, okay, that it was just like I didn't really have a choice. Was it is that Rain Man? Rain. That's what all those scripts are saying. I'm a Rain Man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it rain.
Yeah.
I make it thunderstorm. I make it hurt.
hurricane.
That was the first.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the. I was just like, okay.
Yeah.
I could probably fuck her for free. I gave a 500 just for GP. I was just like, okay, Gucci, you got me. And wake up, twerking a Gucci. You can't do that with Jeezy at all. So he better go. Like what? Come on,
like
Daniel, with the Ivy Park drip while I'm recording. You better.
I feel like he got the same clone as Michael B. Jordan because I don't understand.
He did not.
Why?
That's segue.
Y'all find this man absolutely attractive. I don't understand.
Because he is. So for the people out here.
Okay, so let me. All right. I don't ever want to come off like a hater. Like let me just say all this.
Michael B. Jordan is average looking and he looks like Steve Harvey.
The nigga look like Steve Harvey.
Now
the nigga look like Steve.
I will say this. I always thought he looked like Steve Harvey also. But I don't think that Steve Harvey is ugly. And if you look at the older pictures of him when he was around Michael B. Jordan's age, he was fine. I think the problem with Steve Harvey for us is that as soon as we saw him, he already looked like an uncle. Yeah, he already looked like an uncle to us.
He already looks like Steve Harvey.
Like that's he already
so. Come on.
But Michael B. Jordan, no. So
listen. It doesn't.
I'm the gay man here. I'm the gay man. That man is fine. But for me, it has more to do with his confidence, his smile, and his body than his actually face.
Okay.
So for him to be the sexiest man alive, I was fine with that because it's more qualifications than just a good face when it comes to being the sexiest person alive. I was okay with it. I was also okay with it because since People Magazine has been doing,
there are other sexier people than
it is. There are,
and that's why I understand why he would win it all because he looks very regular and very lackluster. Just I can't. I don't even know any other words for him. Like he just looks regular. He doesn't look like he should win anything. That's my problem. He doesn't even look like he should win anything. He barely acts like he should win anything.
John Legend was last year. Well, Google just lied to me.
He should have never. Listen, I don't know who's voting for these people. Y'all have
John Legend did win Sexiest Man Alive last year.
Y'all have to point out.
I'm okay whenever a black man wins. Whenever a black man wins Sexiest Man of the Year, because it's only been since John Legend. There's been Michael B. Jordan.
Nope.
It has been Michael B. Jordan, John Legend, Denzel Washington, and Idris. That's it.
Don't they all like marry white women?
Denzel has been married to a black woman since he's came into being an actor. Idris is married to a black woman.
They ain't riding for me. As a black woman, I ain't riding for them.
Idris is definitely married to a black woman also. Michael B. Jordan is single.
What was fucking white women?
I'm pretty sure he has. Idris
I
probably
can't
has.
say about that. So let me
who's the other one that I named? John Legend.
Yeah.
He's married to a model, so you know. But my thing is that's how. But this is also
who the fuck voted for John Legend? Who are voting for these niggas? Who are voting for these niggas?
This is why we take this with a grain of salt.
Light skinned niggas at that.
Only four black men have won it.
And two of them don't make sense. So
and the other man that won it, he wasn't black. I think he was like Asian or something. I just know he was a person of color, but he wasn't every other year, it's been a white man. And we all know.
That's okay. I'm a find the silver lining in this bullshit.
What silver lining is there? Because it's always a white man.
No, there's gonna be some silver lining. Yeah.
What's the silver lining, Slav? Because like with John Legend, I know he had like a big song when they did it, and he was more so about. I don't know why y'all vote
for him at all for anything in the world because.
Well, no, not Michael B. Jordan. John Legend, it was more so they named him Sexiest Man Alive because of all of the love that he provides to the world through his music. He makes love making songs. All his songs are happy and full of love, stuff like that. I remember them taking some kind of angle like that in the article, and I was just like, that's their proper shit. But okay. I get it. But you take this with a grain of salt because it's been 4 black men and the rest have been white. There's no silver lining with that. When it's racist, these people that they're coming up with. Because we know it's a whole lot more sexiest men alive than 4. I'm been doing this fucking shit.
There are sexier men. At all. Yeah, when I tell you I am trying to see what y'all see in this nigga. I don't want nothing but for this nigga to win. Don't get me wrong.
Have you ever seen the things that he's winning at,
I don't understand.
I will say this though, he's not as good as an actor as people claim him to be.
He's not good looking. He's not that good of looking neither. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like why? Why are we voting for him?
I mean, I have definitely seen sexier men on free Twitter. I follow sexier men online. It's definitely a whole lot of daddies in Houston who find her than him. Hey, Houston daddies. So yes, but guess what? They don't have the bank account that he has. They don't have the credits of movies that he's been in. They aren't actors, they aren't millionaires. They aren't philanthropists. He has a great agent, clearly.
Clearly.
He was in one of the best. He was in one of the highest grossing movies of all time. Even upset. So
I'm not even upset about it, only because what can I say?
He has a great agent.
What can I say?
That's all you can say at this point. He has a great agent.
He does. That he does.
Congratulations to him.
And I guess that's it.
I should get the podcast logo tattooed on my other wrist.
Man, I'll do it. We doing it?
Yeah, it would look nice with my other one. Wait, can you see that? Well, what my tattoo look like on my wrist. It's the only one I got. So, but the podcast tattoo, it will look nice right here. Yeah, I want to do that.
I don't know if I'll place it there, but I'll definitely place it somewhere. I ain't gonna lie. I'll place it.
It got to be somewhere I can see it. That'd be my thing about tattoos. That's why I've always.
The thing about me is that it's got to be somewhere it will be seen. And because I wear what I wear, it'll be seen.
Yeah, your tattoo placement is very nice for you. I've always said if I'm gonna get tattoos, I will only want to get them on my arms and get like half sleeves if I was gonna start getting a lot or something. I've always liked sleeves. I always thought they were cool. So that was episode
60.
60 of the Everything and Then Some podcast. Thank you for hanging in there with us with our technical difficulties we had at the beginning.
So many technical difficulties, but clearly
we expanding, and like I tell people, we are normal, just like y'all over here. So we have no problem with showing y'all the hiccups, even though Laugh gonna delete some of them later.
I hate to admit that I'm so normal. I hate to admit that I'm normal. I'm nothing like y'all niggas.
Yeah, like nothing. We legit just two normal people, and we actually realize antisocial on the low. So this is amazing. Like, we love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We got new merch coming. That'll be dropping soon. Keep an eye out for that.
Hoodies for us introverts. I can't wait. I can't wait to get my hoodie up in this bitch and
just sit in the hoodie all day. I can't wait either.
Just close up. Oh my god.
Never taking it the fuck off.
Ever. Shout out to Top Tier Clothing Company.
Yeah. Shout out to Top Tier. He keep us nice when we want that merch.
Shout out to King Ham Jr.
Yeah, he plays no game. We don't have to have him on
again. Again, yeah.
Make sure you guys have started to follow us on Twitch, and make sure you follow and subscribe to us on YouTube. Twitch, we're at Everything Then Some Pod. That's POD. YouTube, we are Everything and Then Some. Still follow us on Twitter, where we are EDSP216. IG, Everything Then Some Podcast. Facebook, like us. We got you covered on all of our bases. Like we trying. That's all we do over here at the Everything and Then Some podcast. We all about a pint pressure. Yes. So, I'm just Jerry. She is the Lucky Laugh.
Yes.
Until we see y'all next Tuesday.
Hey, holler at us on Call of Duty Cold War.
Yes.
We on there. Yes. We on there. We're gonna be streaming it. We're gonna be streaming and playing. We're gonna be doing a lot of zombies, a lot of multiplayer, and a lot of Warzone as well. So
I'm up to level 11 now.
Are you?
I think 11 or 12. I kept playing after you went to go cook and stuff.
Yes, that's what you're supposed to do.
Let me get it, because I was like, no, I was playing. I was like, and every time I was like, well, it's expected that I would be the one dying since everybody is 20 plus levels ahead of me. I said, but I'm doing a lot of damage, and I'm up here with the damage. I said, but my kill's not high enough. So I was like, I need to play more to level up so I can actually level my weapon up and stuff. So that's what I was trying to do. I like that MK11 gun.
Well, so for zombies, it's just better if you just get a shotgun. And just level it up.
I don't like... Okay.
And I had to figure that out. Because I don't like shotguns neither. But I had to figure that out on my own. Like, zombies is made for shotguns. Like, just...
They take too much time to reload.
I agree. But
they take too much time to reload.
They take less time to kill zombies. And less ammo as well. So when you just popping them one by one, you just gotta run and reload. That's it. So you just run in and just like, put it in there. And then you just turn back around. And that's it.
I also noticed that all the power up be in the other world.
Oh, and I
other dimension.
Figure that shit out. I cannot figure that shit
out.
No,
I figured it out. So, like the little pop machines and stuff that they have throughout the little game, and you can drink stuff to like replenish your health, or they got the other one you can drink to run faster. Mm-hmm. And the alternate universe one, all those machines are power ups for you. So like they got to run faster, they give your weapons different powers and stuff like that, but you can only get them for the weapons over there. And then of course, when you die, you automatically lose them. So once you get them, you got to stay alive as long as possible to keep it. And you spend whatever currency you get from killing the zombies on the stuff to get the power up.
Right.
And then I also noticed after you go through it the first time, when you go back to that little station, it's one and it lets you upgrade the power of your weapons and stuff throughout the match. I was taking time to watch people when I kept dying. I was like, well, shit, it's the least I could do is to
That's
watch
another
these
thing, and
good
that's another
people
great thing that Twitch is for. You just watch people. I just be watching people on Twitch, like, oh, what y'all doing? Because I don't understand this shit at all whatsoever.
So yeah, we're gonna be those people. But yeah, I'm just Jer. She's the Lucky Laugh. Until next time and next Tuesday, go be great.